he had a he, okay. He had passed away from you know he had passed away from liver. He had passed away from liver and kidney failure. He passed away in a hospital in Birmingham. I was not able to see him due to, at the time I was working in the middle of my shift, and that was a time like COVID was really bad. I could not visit him at all, and they had restrictions on visitors visiting people in the hospital. I don't think at the time you could even like Skype call or video chat or anything. But he passed away from liver and kidney failure due to excessive alcohol abuse and his addiction to the abuse of alcohol and his constant drinking. I tried to resonate that in his consciousness and be that particular voice, being so close, having a relationship with him, and as far as like friendship, like he was the best friend to me. He'd always remind me that I was enough. I never thought much about myself. I've always thought about placing others before myself. Thus, the inspiration, like everything, derived by my passion, my goals to create these videos, to change the world, to manifest like something greater and be something greater than myself, serve a purpose to mankind for something better than myself. But I try to be that inspiration to him, to help him to stop drinking, and I begged him so much. My friend and his friend, we're all friends together, Karen and I, we had tried to be that inspiration to him. Her being a professional nutritionalist and holistic, healer and everything, dabbling a lot with like we were like natural herbs and remedies, and tried so hard to try to get him to stop drinking so much and alcohol. Like me personally, I had picked up an addiction to drinking red wine, abusing alcohol for the past 2-3 months. Before, when I was going through my dark headspace, and for those of you who know me, you remember like what I've been going through, what I've been trying to fight, this internal war within myself, like what I've been struggling with, my deep dark state of drowning oceans of blackness and like my negative emotions. But I'm not that way anymore. I've been happiest in my life since I met my significant other, my girlfriend, my bae in my life. But anyway, like, I met him when I was working at the mall. I need to visit his grave again. I have not visited his grave in like 3 years, and I'm ashamed of myself because of it. I met him when I was working at the mall. He'd come walking up to me in line when I was during my lunch break. He was a professional hairstylist for like 30, 40 something years, just majority of his life, And it was not much older than I was. And I remember all the times that I went over to his house right after work, after working at the mall at the Galleria in Birmingham. I went over to his house, and he had a basement. We ordered his Chinese food and everything. Like one of his favorite bands and his music videos, like Delta Ray, like Dancing in a Graveyard. He truly was someone who always reminded me that I was enough. He always was someone who was a deeper inspiration to me, and as I was for him. like we bonded together and in such a profound way, and then like our friendship was and is still eternal. Like there's nothing in the entirety of the world that could ever make me stop caring for him as much as I have. And he had a beautiful soul inside and out. He was a true embodiment of a living angel in this world. I absolutely loved him so much. Like, he'd done so much for me, and I'd done so much for him as well. He's like one of the greatest friends I could have ever asked for. I had the great pleasure and opportunity to being his friend and being a part of his life. Like I said, he had an incredible soul. I loved him, his personality, his style. He always wore this like formal wear, like dress shirts and like black suits like I do. My fucking heart hurts, man. Like, he loved this time of season. He absolutely loved like Halloween and like, you know, Christmas and Thanksgiving and things. He loved it like me. He loved like pumpkin spice and like fall leaves and you know, he loved it all, man. The living memories of him and his death resonates with me. Like everything of all the memories that we have resonates, and it's eternal. He had to help me a bit in my spellcraft, my magic and everything, my alchemy. Taught me a bit into alchemical sciences and transmutation of energy. Of all the spiritual knowledge, a bit of it that I know, all thanks to him. And I just, like I said, in our entire couple years of our friendship, all we had is like one argument. You know, and I realized that he was time I didn't realize that he was abusing alcohol. And I know that he's here with me in spirit. The craziest thing that happened to me, I had his photograph on my altar. After 2 weeks he had passed away. This picture, there's no AC in the house, there's no fan running, there's no windows or doors open. This photograph, same one, it just had fallen off of the altar, off the mantle. It hit the ground,